We all know the starter mansion. That incredibly overpriced lump Bloxburg tries charging us $200,000 for. Well, today I'm making it worth the money by doing $1 million starter mansion renovation. Let's go. Firstly, we need to name it. Bloxington Mansion. More like Bloppington Mansion. And here we are outside of the mansion. And you can't see my face right now, but I'm shaking my head. You can hardly call this a mansion. It's not even 2 stories. But anyway, enough shading. Let's go and look around because a lot of people may not have seen this. As you walk in, you have a sort of entryway. I mean, it's pitch black. Okay, I've added some lights so we can actually see as you walk through. Oh my gosh, I swear they never had these paintings here before. But anyway, it's basically meant to be some sort of trophy room. This is going. To the left, we have a kitchen. And to be fair, the kitchen's actually pretty decent. The dining room comes off of it. And all I can say is Salvatore Mansion. Damon Salvatore lives here, okay?
Hello, brother.
And then if we shimmy to the next room, we have a garage, which again, what is it with the darkness? To the right, we have the living room. I don't know what this is. We do get an office though, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite room. They actually tried to do something with, but my one complaint is $200,000? You can hardly call this a mansion. This is going. This is a 200K house. They only give you 1 bedroom. I mean, it's a big bedroom. It does get a bathroom though, which is pretty nice. But I cannot wait to fix this. So let's get started. First things first, goodbye crusty roof and goodbye everything in here. The only way we're gonna fix this house is if we get rid of every living thing in it. That includes you, grand piano. I'm seriously so excited. This house has a lot of potential.
I can make this work.
So as a rule of thumb with my renovations, I cannot delete walls. I can't delete them. This is a violation. However, just this once, I'm gonna allow myself to delete just 1 wall. I'm not going willy-nilly over here. I simply just want this room to be the hallway, but have it a bit bigger. And then this way, we actually get an extra room, which we can turn into like a laundry room. Don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, but the vibe of this house is gonna be realistic. Sorry, but this floor is a fashion disaster. Most mansions in real life will have a black and white entry hall. So I want checkered in my entryway. Please. I do want to try something with these walls, a marble brick texture. Well, I think maybe we should save that for the bathroom. We're obviously getting rid of these front doors. Is it 2016, guys? Isn't it actually scary that 2016 was 7 years ago?
Once I'm 7 years old.
By the way, we obviously are renovating the exterior. I just wanted to do a bit of inside first. Speaking of, we need to actually put in the rest of the doors. I always like to add a dash of color as well. Also, I'm using some of these fancy schmancy pillars either side of the door frame. I highly recommend doing this because just look at that difference. Oh my gosh, my cat's just come up here. Do you want to say hi to the viewers? Oh, ow, she bit me. I'm filming in my bedroom today and I don't normally film up here. So she's probably like, what are you doing talking to yourself? Can we just talk about how much of a scam Bloxburg is? It's $2,000 for some grapes. Some grapes. On another note, it's been a long time since I've used a custom plant. I reckon we should bring them back here.
He's back. He's back.
So these are the leaves, but before we put them in, we obviously have to have something to put them in. The top is an exact square, which means we can actually even top it off with a basic cube. That's such a sick plant. Just like that, we have already turned that bland entryway into something stunning. A fun trick is you can actually resize the original chandelier because you can't fit the big one in here, obviously. That looks ridiculous. A little finale thing in this room, I've just decided to add these dressers, except I don't want them to have a hole in them, so I'm actually going to add a counter. And these can be those really aesthetic things like the TikTok moms have in their house, where all the shoes are like lined up on a rack. Granted, we do only have sandals in Bloxburg. As our entryway done, I think we should defo do the exterior now. Sorry, what is this room? However, unlike the inside, a lot of the outside is actually staying. I'm just getting rid of the basic things like these plants.
Yeah, basic.
The driveway, I don't actually mind this if we give it a different color, which that's the next step. We need to work out the color scheme. So I'm thinking maybe like a gray, maybe with a linen brick, but my plan comes all in the roof. What Bloxburg devs did when they built this house, they went, oh, done. They were on the simple mission. But with a renovation, we have free reign, just do really nice roofs. And they've actually done us really, really nicely here by making it a very nice rectangle. This is where we're gonna make it very tall. I advise looking at it from this angle so you can like really see just how tall it's getting. Now this is a little extra, but I'm just adding these little crevices in on the roof. And then for the garage, we're just gonna go completely rogue. And with these front ones, the whole reason I did this was so that we could add pillars, which is again just adding to the realisticness, because in Bloxburg, we just ignore gravity. We pretend Albert Einstein just didn't exist.
I said I'm ignoring you.
I've just come around the back. They have broken Bloxburg's #1 rule. Do not have a wall longer than 5 blocks along. This is about 20 blocks long. I think I'm going to allow myself to just add a couple of extensions just so the house doesn't look like trash. That looks much better already. We also need a chimney. And whenever I say chimney, I always seem to talk in this voice. But I've just added a couple of windows and I actually think it's turned out really realistic. So let me just quickly add all the rest. And just as I was doing the windows, I sort of had a eureka moment. I want to do some of those doors which are like always open. I think you get a normal door frame or maybe a tall one actually. And right now this looks bland. I've just put a hole in the wall, but this is where you get like a basic cube and slant it. I can't believe I actually got that right. I'm gonna lift it up just to add the decorations onto it. Me when I become a Bloxburg pro, I'm sure it'll be copy and pasteable. It is. It looks like it'd be hard work, but it actually isn't. It now looks like these ultra realistic doors. Just before we can go on to that beautiful looking kitchen, we have still got some of the outside to do, i.e. this driveway. I don't know why they made it some like tropical rainforest. We're not in Spain, we are in Bloxburg, so let's treat it like that place. I didn't actually realize this wraps all the way around to the back, which is kind of a good shout. Like we could add some really quite nice fences here, and we can't actually blame Bloxburg for not adding fence gates because this house was built yonks before they were added. They had the right idea about this middle bit, but they just never followed through, and now it just looks like a big bumhole. Not to be immature, but we're gonna add a fountain in here these days. And to finish off, I just need to do some gardening, but you guys don't need to see that, so I sped it up for you. Oh my goodness me. Oh my God. Wow. This is what I came up with. Now it's safe to say we can do the kitchen, and it's such like a contrast, this beautiful outside, then you go in, it's like, oh. The kitchen, I actually think we should continue the same flooring. And this is quite a good way to make it look seamless because these two rooms obviously connected. Here's me being really quickly doing all my checking. And I don't know what it is with Bloxburg and these glitches lately. Like, what is this red thing here? I feel like I've been marked for death. Can you guys hear that? That is the stool I'm sat on literally breaking. Anyways, this section here is literally perfect for a casual dining table. You've got to like try and fit 4 tables into each other, and that's literally all there is to that. I'm sorry again with the sneezes. So I was originally gonna use like these sofas, but I actually think it would look nicer if we had like a bunch of little ones. Kind of looks like a flower. And Kim Kardashian, I think, has these stools. And guys, I'm literally running through my house right now.
Why are you running?
Oh, dropping things. Sorry, I just moved from my bedroom to downstairs. But anyway, this is what I've come up with for the dining table. I think it looks so nice. Rather than having a fireplace here, I was actually thinking we could have like an entertainment center. And this also gives us a chance to put some nice cookbooks, maybe a nice bit of Mary Berry. Day-to-day cooking needn't be mundane. I should so be Mary Berry for a day. I love how this is the kitchen and we've literally built everything but a kitchen in here. Let's get started on that. I think it's gonna have to be kind of like a small kitchen. We obviously have room for a fridge. Over here is going to be our cooktop and a handful of the other appliances. We're obviously going to add an island because we've still got a bunch more space. And somebody commented on my last video, they were like, I don't get why people have islands when you already have a dining table. I do get your point, like one dining table is enough, but what's better than 1, 2, and about in a minute, we're going to have a third one. To set the scene, we can have some like towels out. As Granny's just brought some fresh linens down from the laundry room. This is probably the longest I've ever spent on a build, and I am happy because this is a very different building style to I've ever done before. One thing I will say though is I'm an expert at filling in crevices. That has sounded really weird, but
Criminal offensive side eye.
I mean like empty spaces in Bloxburg, and I'm just going above and beyond here. I'm kind of feeling tempted to add like a courtyard kind of sitch, kind of like the one Hogwarts has, and that way when you look out of these doors it actually just looks a little bit nicer. So for the dining room, I actually do really like the red, so this actually looks very pleasant, and this is going to be the formal dining table. This is going to be the dining table you eat at like Thanksgiving, Christmas. I mean, personally, I wouldn't be eating here at Thanksgiving because we don't have Thanksgiving in England. It kind of looks like a meeting room, but we're going to move past that, okay? For the centerpiece, I'm using these 2 llamas and then a vase or vase or vase. I think that actually... Ah! Who's phoning me? Sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh, this is actually scaring me having this mirror like either side. It kind of feels like a weird portal. Like you'll go through it as true Reese's and come out as like false Reese's. I'll stop making jokes. I think the fireplace we wanted to add earlier can actually go in here because this is more of like a cozy room. And it's going to have like some sort of family portrait, even though I have no family in Bloxburg. No, that's actually a lie. You guys are my Bloxburg family. Hey, Bloxburg fam. That sounds like a Bloxburg intro. And finally, at the end here, I'm just going to add a couple of seats. These are going to be those fancy chairs which your parents never let you sit on. We all have that one thing in the house which mum and dad are like, no! Like you go near it and they are like, get up!
No! I'm getting really sick of you! Get out! No!
But that was cute. Guys, I've only been building for 2 hours. Like, you'd think it would have actually taken longer to do this much. But in reality, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms left. And then a back garden. And speaking of the back garden, why don't we head over to this next? So I'm happy to keep it the same size as it is. But pretty much everything in here's got to go. You get 18,000 for deleting the pool.
30,000.
Money hack. Spend 200,000 on the house, get 18,000 free. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of outlines going on. And actually, I forgot, I left a door here. We could put another one of the fake open doors. So we're gonna have quite a deep pool here. And then, you know, some of them have like hot tubs coming off the end. That's what this part is gonna be. And by the way, guys, gone are the days where you have to go underground, place walls. The other day I realized you could color pools. Look how bright and beautiful that is. I don't even know what the style of this house is. Kind of modern mixed with traditional. But let me know in the comments, guys, what is your favorite style of build? Anyway, though, I'm stealing a few bits and bobs from the kitchen. This is going to be our outdoor barbecue area, and we have more than enough tables. If I added another table, I think I might explode. Instead, we're gonna have like a little living room out here. You can even add a small little fire pit as well, so you can like roast your marshmallows or something. And then we'll have just one mini island to sit at. Next up, just a couple of these silly little plants. Oh my gosh, am I stupid? I forgot to put pool floaties in the pool. Sorry, ducky. We'll finish it off out here with some loungers, and I'm trying to work out where's the most appropriate place to put them without them being in the way. And it's that time in Reese's video. This is the part when I add all my blossom trees. Just how much better does that make the house look? I know we're only halfway through, but if we do a comparison so far, like already it's just so much better. Next up, I think we should do the bedroom. But I have been building for about 3 hours, so I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back in 2 seconds for you guys. Okay, guys, it's been a couple of hours. I went and had a little drink, little bite to eat, but I'm ready to come back to my magical fantasy land of Bloxburg.
BRB. About to escape and enter my magical fantasy world?
First off, what's this floor, Bloxburg? Rule number 1, when you're placing wooden flooring, you've got to do it individually. Otherwise, it's going to just go crazy. And is it just me? That does not look like linen. What the hell? I actually think I'm going to do wallpaper in here. So we're just going to make it plain white. And then we'll add decals, which I just know is I'm going to regret because it's going to be so hard. But, you know, live fast.
Live fast.
This is what I'm thinking for the wallpaper. It's really cute, like flowers. Haven't used decal wallpaper in absolute yonks. This room has got a very strange layout, but I was thinking we could actually kind of resurrect that by making this a humongous walk-in closet. And side note, I hope with the Halloween update they add normal stuff as well, because we could really do with some more closets in Bloxburg. Also, this flower is so underappreciated in Bloxburg. I actually forget it even exists. I forgot that you existed. Finally, we're finishing off with a carpet. We're not going to have black, though, because I'm not an emo girl. Also, guys, I don't know why it's like 2 different shades of colour. I've tried to fix that, but I literally can't. For the actual bedroom, I actually find it very therapeutic decorating Bloxburg beds. Is it just me? It kind of feels like it was my purpose in life. My first tip for you is to place down the first 2 to start with. And these are going to be the ones that you continuously copy and paste, push them lower down. On my bedside tables in real life, personally, I have a lamp, obviously, and then I actually have like a little box of chocolates. So you can't really get that in Bloxburg, so I'm just going to put a mug instead. I don't know what the point of that story was. I see you, sneaky square lamp. I must have forgot to delete that earlier. This can actually be a really cute like study area, maybe a work from home. Finish it up with a couple more of those fancy chairs from earlier. This time though, they'll be facing each other, so you can kind of like have breakfast in bedroom. The only part we have left of it to do is the bathroom. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to like this stony floor, but I think it's just gotta go. I'm actually gonna use like the tiles from the garden in here. Remember guys, throwback to the beginning of this video. Marble brick texture. But I think maybe we should save that for the bathroom. Remember, we had those bricks. I've not forgotten them. They are most certainly going in here. First things first, gotta place down a basic cube. Then we resize it and pull it along again. Don't worry, I'm not going to do the whole bathroom in song. This is actually going to be a triple master counter. Oh my God, look at this. And I don't know why I'm putting so many toothbrushes, considering literally this is a 1-bedroom house. But I wanted to keep it with the same kind of vibe. And the original one had 1 bedroom. I have to add this bath. The fact the starter mansion doesn't already have this is a crime, but we've just got to do it. It's a beautiful bath. Also, you guys shade me so hard for putting the toilet paper above the toilet, but that's where it is. I don't know if it's an English thing, but we've always had it like above the toilet. And also, if you're wondering what color this light is, it's literally hurricane gray, and that's how you get this aesthetic vibe. We have but 3 rooms left to do. Technically 4 with the garage. And honestly, I love what they've done with these lights. They can stay, and then we can just have like a little counter sort of thing going on. And since this house is so rich, I feel like we have to have a limo in here. And this hallway, it'll be done by the time this woman's finished laughing. Told ya! So, next up, what should we do? Office, laundry room, living room. I'm thinking the office. Also, I don't know why I just turned Scottish. I feel like I should be wearing a plaid skirt. But I can do a rather good Irish accent, I can. Also a little bit random, but I can do a pretty good New Zealand accent. This is going to be what I like to call the book wall. Most original name in the world. The desk is, of course, got to be this traditional one. That sort of just fits the best. Rather than having a meeting table like I normally do, I think I'm going to make this a little reading area. Next up, we have the living room. And I don't know what this SpongeBob looking wallpaper is. I feel like I'm about to say 5 minutes later.
2 hours later.
And the floor is going to be marble, but it's not going to be checkers. It looks like a normal marble floor, but if we colour it, as you can see, it's sort of just this cool pattern. And for the chairs, I'm going to do that really posh thing where you have them face each other. I love this look, but it just makes no sense. Like, I don't know why rich people do this. Along this back wall, we can have a plethora of books. Yes, guys, I've been reading my English dictionary. Plethora means a whole ton of. So we've got a grand piano there. And why don't, you know, have like an electric guitar while we're at it. And mirrors apparently don't work on this, so have to scrap that idea. And although there's a bit of empty space, it's kind of giving real mansion. I will give it like quite a cute overhead lamp though. And we have arrived at the final destination.
Happy birthday, dear Grandpa.
Which is, of course, the laundry room. And I'm sorry, this is kind of like a sign from the universe to keep this as a feature wall. So each side is going to have a counter system. The, what is this? Right side is going to have a sink unit. And then on this side is where the actual household items, like the dryers and the washers, are going to go. All stacked on top of each other. We're going to have 3 of each. And also, I do like to add these marble tiles behind when I do laundry rooms. So it's blue for washing, green for drying. Call me insane if you want, but I have to put an island in here. Guys, the very last item we're going to be placing in this build is a clothing rack. Didn't think it would be that, but it is. Which means I can finally welcome you all to the new and improved Floppington Mansion. Let's get started. So if you've forgotten, this is what the Bloxington Mansion looked like pre-renovation. And well, this is what it looks like now. From all angles, this is a beast of a house. And by far my greatest renovation yet. And it values at $1 million. So it really was $1 million renovation. So let's say we're just driving down the street like a rock star. Look at this house. So we would drive in to our, we drive in to our house on our circular driveway. To the right, we have a little seating area. This is the kind of place that is just for decoration. You wouldn't normally sit out here, but if you did, the view is beautiful. I don't know what on earth this is. Like, what the hell? But either way, we have like a trampoline here and then a pathway. And then to the other side, we have another really gorgeous window and the garage, which we can get a sneak peek of our Rolls Royce in there. But now, chickens, Reese's Cups, everyone at home, it's time to go inside the $1 million home. So you wipe your feet on this fancy mat, which you probably shouldn't be wiping your feet on. We're greeted by these shoe racks. So you can very easily slip your shoes on, you know, grab an umbrella, or you can just admire the pure beauty of this place. These plants honestly look like they belong in my hotel lobby. First thing we have on the left is the kitchen. I know I say this a lot, but I'm being 100% truthful.
You know I only tell the truth.
This is the best kitchen I've ever made. From the island to the custom doors, even just the decorations, it's so beautiful. And one of my favorite parts is definitely this 8-seater little dining table. I also put a TV in here, you know, so you can watch Mary Berry while you're cooking. And these doors, I need to do these more often. They look so cool. You have a little courtyard here, or you can go into the main back garden. You have another little seating area, this time place to roast marshmallows and make s'mores. We also have a barbecue, so you can have like a family dinner out here. I did forget a gazebo, so let's hope there's no thunderstorm, so you're gonna get drenched. And over here is the swimming pool, and honestly, it's a divine pool. You can jump in. This looks like the back rooms. This is creepy. Or you can float up and just chill in the hot tub. And that handily leads us on to the next room through this door, which is the living room. Again, it's just so beautiful. It's such a classical house. I'm obsessed.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
I always love to flex, guys. I have Claire de Lune. That's right, people. I am level 10 at music. And this room actually leads onto our office. And I love how the doors open this way. I'm so grateful. So this is one of the simpler rooms. If we actually make it like sunny, how beautiful is that sun ray like gleaming through? This is where you'll sit, probably do all your work, because you probably have a lot of money if you own $1 million house. And I love the green. I used to hate the green, but now I love the green. However, we did skip a bit of the kitchen. We do actually have this corridor room. I do not know what this is. This looks like some sort of Illuminati looking bookshelf. And basically it just leads us on to the garage. I love this garage. It's giving 2016 Bloxburg, but in a good way. Oh my gosh. And we've even got this little relic of the old house. Also, we have the formal dining room. Like I said, this is where Christmas will be happening, birthdays. Oh, and I put Ariana Grande.
Nickelodeon stars, Ariana Grande.
That joke will never get old, no matter how many times I tell it. And again, the windows are really doing things for this room. And we can actually go out this way as well. In between these two rooms, we have the laundry room. So this actually looks like it could be a laundromat. Like, it's the size of one. You're going to get your dirty clothes here. You're going to put them in the washer. And you can dry it. And then you'll eventually put it back into the clothes. We also have some spare towels in here. And this can basically be a second kitchen as well. So if you're having like your kitchen done or something. Well, for a second there, I was about to say, let's go upstairs. Like, I actually forgot this was a bungalow house. Let's go to the final rooms, which is the bedroom. I will admit, it's a bit of a strange layout to have the closet as soon as you walk in, but I don't hate it. I think it actually is kind of an elegant and seamless look. But if we make it through, we have the actual bedroom. This is the perfect size for a room. Like, you've got the bed, but then you've got room for a desk and a seating area. We have the bathroom. So the first thing you notice is Lana Del Rey. This picture is so HD and clear. I don't know how it is for Roblox, but honestly, it so matches with this bathroom, doesn't it? I love how bright it is. I love the windows. And overall, it's just a brilliant, bubbly bathroom. I do hope all of you guys enjoyed watching this very different video. Subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you so much to everyone who watched it, and I'll see you all in the next one.